So when the shield was finally regenerated and bounced all those changelings out of Canterlot and we're all saved, one, where did the changelings go and why didn't they just overrun like other towns along the way?
Okay, well, they were physically bounced very far, right? I mean, you could clearly see they were going way out there.
I mean, we got a speck on the horizon.
Right, so if I take you and I'm the Hulk and I throw you that hard, when you land, you're gonna wake up for a while.
So, who were they feeding on up to this point?
It could have been anyone out in the who knows where.
But I mean, if her plan was to like take over Canterlot in this sort of like military invasion.
They were also very hungry.
But why, if they were so hungry, they could have easily overrun Appaloosa.
Appaloosa!
They could have just taken everyone there.
Yeah, they said they were gonna do it afterwards.
First, we take Canterlot, and then all of Equestria!
Why not do it before? I mean, in traditional warfare, you're better off rampaging through the countryside, town by town, than going after the fortified citadel.
Because then everyone will see you're coming, right? If you have the power to do a sneak attack, right? You do, like I was playing StarCraft once and I suck so bad. I didn't even know the Zerg could come out from under the ground, right? But you're not gonna have the Zerg come out from underground and take a little area with some blue guys and reveal you the size of your whatevers. You're gonna bring those guys underground, right under the big base. Boom!
And just wait.
Right, if you have a sneak attack power, you have to use your sneak attack at the heart. If you take out the heart, everything else just falls.
Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
You know, if you just go for the border, now they see that you're there. You're a locatable, detectable threat, and then the whole rest of everything moves in and surrounds you, and then what?
So when the shield was recreated, it bounced them.
Yeah.
And it clearly did not bounce like Celestia or anyone else. So we didn't see any like mules get caught up in this thing, which is probably good. But I noticed something very interesting. The power of love, brought this forth, allowed Shining Armor to make the shield happen again.
Sure, whatever, sappy stuff.
When Cadence helped him with that, one, notice they assumed a very strange pose. They assumed this sort of like traditional pose, much like you see in all those stained glasses. And then they rise into the air, and Cadence's hair, Celestia'd. It had the Luna Celestia Alicorn sister hair, which we'd never seen her do before. We've never seen any non-God Queen pony do before. The very important part of this, the Shining Armor's hair did not do that. It was just normal pony hair waving in the wind.
Yeah.
So this kind of confirms our suspicions that alicorns with wings and horns are special.
Everyone, there's no question about that. There wasn't even a question before that.
So why is it that she was able to manifest this now, but not all the time?
Because clearly there's something different about Celestia and Luna that's above Cadence, right? Maybe... it's like they've been alive for 1,000 years, but everyone knows, Cadence ages normal like.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, she was young when Twilight was young, babysitting her, and then Twilight's older, and she's the right amount older compared to
Celestia
ponies.
was the same when Granny Smith was a kid, and she's still the same.
I mean, 1,000 years when Luna was on the moon.
Right. So... they've leveled up somehow, right? There's something about them. Maybe they have a magical artifact, or maybe they had some magical training, or maybe they did cast a spell. They did something. Something happened to them that's different, and if whatever that thing is, if it hadn't happened, they would be like Cadence,
So what I did notice though is that, remember Hearthswarming Eve? The story, when friendship overcame everything and that like allowed their civilization to work, that heart appeared, like that flaming heart. When Cadence helped Shining Armor remake the shield, their bodies almost got subsumed into this heart shape in the course of all that was very similar. And we know friendship is literally magic. Like that is established, that friendship is what allows these things to happen.
Yes,
Ponies are somehow powered by friendship. Is love just like a powerful subset of that? You don't know? You haven't thought about it?
It's clearly all the magic is emotional magic, right? There's no question about that, right?
We haven't seen any like spite or hate magic though. It's all friendship and love.
I mean, Nightmare Moon didn't love anyone, but she had some magical powers.
But she might have had some help from the outside. I mean, those 4 stars still bother me.
The 4 stars, those 4 stars feel like they were friends.
They might have been to her.
Who knows? Right? Or maybe it's, there's some sort of, it's Princess Celestia, right? So maybe in addition to emotional magic, there is also astrological magic. You know, there could be multiple sources of magic.
So she's got the source of friendship, you know, from the ponies, love because everyone worships her,
Right.
and the sun.
There's lots of ways to get magic. I mean, dragons haven't really demonstrated magic so much.
Well, other than Spike's teleportation, but is that an artifact of the
Spike's breathing
ponies?
teleportation.
Is that the ponies doing that? Did Celestia set that up, or is that something that kind of dragon can do?
I don't know, but you know, there's, I guess a lot of the animals have magic, right? Phoenixes have magic, sort of. Right?
Well, they're more, I mean, they're not normal animals. They're like the legendary animals outside.
I'm just saying magical beasts have magic.
True, but we know that phoenixes, for example, are not, they're like the dragons. The phoenix that Celestia has and the one that Spike now has weren't like native to Equestria normally. They were pulled out of like the Everfree Forest.
Well, I mean, the rules of magic don't apply to just Equestria, right? They apply to the whole world. So there's clearly multiple sources of magic on this world and friendship, and there's an emotional magic that is the key primary magic of the ponies. And there are some other magics that belong to other people, you know, that come from somewhere else. Or maybe they also have emotional magic sometimes. Who knows? I mean, you know, Zecora has some kind of voodoo magic.
Is that magic or alchemy?
Whatever.